Hi, this is Emily Lee, and I'm here to tell you today about my author study over Lori Halsey Anderson. I used slideshow to do this presentation, and not everything transferred over exactly like I would have hoped for, so just bear with me on those issues that didn't transfer over like I would have liked. I read several of Lori's books to start off my author study, one being her memoir, Shout, that she tells a lot about her childhood and adulthood as well. She was born in upstate New York. Her father was an alcoholic, which made her childhood a little bit, not like she would have hoped for, but with all that being said, she had a wonderful relationship with her father, and even to the day he died, she cared for him. She spent a lot of her childhood reading, of course, and found sports as an outlet in her teen years, and eventually ended up getting to go to Denmark as a foreign exchange student, which was really a good part of her growing up and really changed the course of her life. She eventually went to college and became a reporter before becoming an author. She was nominated for the Sweden's Astrid Lindgren Award 7 times, and she calls this her greatest honor. Astrid could be most well known for writing Pippi Longstocking. She's also a New York Times best-selling author. She writes for young readers, children, middle school aged children, older teens, and adults. So across the board, she writes for everyone. She started writing at the age of 35 and has written 40 and published 40 books. She might have written more than that aren't published yet. Interesting fact, she enjoys cheesesteak while she writes. She speaks out against sexual violence. She loved historic fiction as a child, and we'll see that when some of her writings. She writes a lot about historic fiction. Today, Lori lives in Philadelphia with her husband. She has 2 adult children. Here are a few of Lori's young adult stories. I read Shout and Speak for my class. Here are some of her historic fictions. Chains, I read for this project, and Fever 1793 from this class. Both were really informative about the 1700s. She really likes that time frame. Here's a list of her children's books. And she actually started out with children's books, writing children's books before transferring into teens and adults. This is a series of vet volunteers that Lori wrote. You can see she has many, many titles. This is a lower middle school, upper elementary school age series. I read Fight for Life as part of my project. And there are some other titles that she has written, and then also we have an upcoming author release of Rebellion 1776, another historic fiction set in the 1700s. Lori's had one movie become a motion picture, which is Speak, in 2004, and you can watch that on Paramount Plus. Here's my bookmark I created. This is something that didn't transfer over well, but I made it for the book Fight for Life with the puppies. And Lori's a animal lover, obviously. And here is my shelf talker. I wrote it about Shout. It's a memoir, poem, a tale of survival, an autobiography of Lori Halsey Anderson's life as a survivor of sexual assault. Here are some read-alikes. If you like Chains, you might like The Little Maid of New York. Chains is set in New York City. If you like Shout, you might like another memoir of Ernest Hemingway. If you like the Vet Volunteers series, you might like Where the Red Fern Grows. Some of the appeal factors in Lori's books are pacing. She has a lot of suspense. You want to find out what's going to happen to the characters. In the Fight for Life, the character, she kind of models that, I feel like, after herself. Maggie, the main character, has difficulties in school, and Lori had some difficulties in school, so I feel like she kind of modeled Maggie after herself. Here's about Chains, which was my favorite of the books that I read by Lori. And then here's a link to my my book trailer. I'm not going to click on that. I'll let you watch it during the rest of the slideshow. Here are my reviews of the books. We have Shout. You can see it's won many awards. It's a free verse style autobiography, which made it a really quick, fun read. And very powerful, moving to hear about her life and learn about everything she's been through. Here's the rest of my review. These didn't copy over very well. Here's my Fight for Life review. Sadly, these have not won any awards, but obviously they're very popular. She wouldn't have continued the series and written so many of them. And then we have our Chains review. That's a Scott Odell Award winner. You can see it's won many awards as well. It's a historic fiction, which is one of my favorite genres. In my review here, of Chains. And then I have my bibliography. I used, of course, Lori's book Shout as my part of my bibliography to learn about her, and then I also used her website, Mad Woman in the Forest, and then I have future books. I learned about those on Simon & Schuster's website. So I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.